Welcome back to Old Guy REI. If you're thinking about buying a rental property, you're probably already doing what most people do first. Maybe you're looking at houses, you're on Zillow, you're watching videos about cash flow and markets and passive income. But I want to slow you down for a minute because none of that should be the first step. Before you look at another house, there's one question you need to answer first. The first question is simple, but it's not easy. Why are you thinking about buying a rental property? Not where, not how much, not local or out of state, but why. If you skip this step, everything else in real estate gets harder than it needs to be. And here's why that matters. Buying a rental property sounds exciting at the beginning, but at some point it could get uncomfortable, and usually does. Something breaks, the numbers tighten, maybe you start second guessing yourself. And when that happens, if your why isn't strong, this whole thing falls apart. This isn't about motivation. It's about what you lean on when things don't go as planned. And I'll be honest with you about mine, because context does matter. I didn't start investing because it sounded fun, and I didn't start because I wanted to be rich. I started because at 57 years old, I realized I didn't have a real retirement plan, and that really scared me. So I got started out of fear. I was looking down the road thinking, what happens if my body can't keep doing this? I'm a general contractor, been doing it for many years. Or what happens if I never get to slow down? And that fear became my why. And fear, when it's honest, can be powerful. So here's the way I think about it. Buying a rental property is kind of like pushing a loaded cart uphill. And your why is the handle. If your handle's flimsy, you let go the first time it gets hard. And if you don't have a handle at all, you don't even start pushing. And some reasons sound good, but they don't last. Things like, it seems like a smart idea. I heard it's passive. I don't want to miss out. Or everyone else is doing it. Those aren't whys. Those are preferences. And I think preferences do disappear under stress. Stronger whys usually sound less exciting, but they last longer. Maybe things like, I'm running out of time. I don't want my future to depend on my body. Maybe someone I love is counting on me, which they are in my case. And I don't want to be trapped later. Those are reasons that carry people through the hard parts. So I guess here's the question underneath the question. What happens if you don't do this? And if your honest answer is nothing really, or I'll just figure something else out, that doesn't really make you lazy. It just means you're not ready yet. And that's okay. This series of videos isn't about hype. It's about clarity. And if you keep watching, we'll talk about what rental properties actually are, how to think about deals, and how to avoid beginner mistakes. But none of that matters if your why won't carry you through the process. So here's your only homework from this video. if you will, write one sentence. I want to buy a rental property because, and fill in the blank. Then ask yourself if this is strong enough why to carry me through a bad month. If it is, that's great. We keep going. If it's not, that's honesty, not failure. And next time we'll talk about what a rental property actually is and what it isn't. Because if you're going to do this, you deserve the truth. And that's why, we started our channel, was to document our journey and share all of our lessons and mistakes made, even though this is our second time around, right? We tried back in the early 2000s and that ended really poorly, but we've been fortunate enough to be able to try again. And this time it's going much better, and even though we found a great community of other investors, we're still making mistakes and we're still learning lessons. So, but at least this time we've been able to have or see proof of concept with our small portfolio. And we want to share all that with you because I think that's probably the best way for us to help you. So come back next week. We'll be doing episode 2 of this series. And if you don't mind subscribing, that would be awesome. And give us a like. We'll look forward to seeing you on the next one.